So basically, you want to start off by detangling the hair. I am not familiar with this type of hair. It is very long and straight. I'm used to more kinkier, coily, curly hair. So I found that brushing the hair but spraying it with water helped with the tangling and knots. I still did not do a great job, as you can see, with the tangling. It could also be the brush, or maybe I needed to use a product, maybe like a leave-in conditioner or a mousse to prevent the hair from knotting up, or maybe it's the split ends. I'm trying to figure out every solution out. But as you can see here, I am spraying the hair with this mist spray, okay? And this hair, I'd say, is like 22 inches, maybe, yeah, 22 to like 24 inches long. Actually, no, I'd say about 18 to 22 inches. Sorry if the mannequin face creeps you out. Yeah, I had to get up in there, y'all. I had to. And I decided to do 2 French braids, split it down the middle. So I'm doing it now to the opposite side, spraying it. And I think the best way I could have went about this is brushing it from the ends and then work my way up to the roots. As you can see, I was brushing from the roots down to the ends, and that's when I would get caught up. And so it was like a lot. I think one of the most difficult things about this type of hair is it being so, you know, loose and straight. It makes it harder for me to maintain my grip on the hair. So like my fingers would slip a lot, basically. And now it's on to tangled. As you can see, I can thoroughly brush it from the roots to the ends. And yes, here we go. I'm gonna take some hair out. I bet this is the most satisfying part. Removing the hair. Okay, so I'm trying to find the middle part on a mannequin head. It's kind of hard because the scalp is not real. So trying to find a middle part is quite difficult, but I figured it out eventually. And as you can see, while I'm doing that, the hair kind of knotted up again. So if you have any tips on how I can prevent it from happening, what products I have to use, what method I have to follow for me not to, you know, deal with this tingly knotting of the hair. Oh, and I'm also just not used to longer hair. My hair has been short my whole life, and everyone's hair I've done has been kind of short, so we learn it together. We learn it together. dry it up and detangle it one more time before I go in and braid. I kind of always thought that French braids were more difficult than cornrows. And I think I said that because I'm just so used to doing cornrows and like underhand braiding, or no, is that overhand? No, underhand. That doing the opposite or doing the reverse is just, it seems backwards for me. That's why it was kind of hard to, when I first attempted a French braid, but the more I did it, the more I was like, wait a minute, this is actually like not that hard. So now starting off the braid is very similar to a cornrow. You just take off a small section in the front and smooth it out. I'm just detangling again because of all the knots. Now I'm going to split the hair into 3 equal sections. And I'm going to start by taking one of those sections of my left hand and grabbing it over the middle, and then doing the opposite, having the right section over the middle, grabbing it. I'm sorry, I'm so bad at explaining stuff, but basically you just want to crisscross, crisscross, crisscross. Now here, it got a little confusing for me because I was so used to like underhand braiding, but you take your hand and you basically face it up towards the ceiling. Take your index and thumb finger and pinch the pieces of hair on that hand. The left piece, as you can see, you're going to take that piece, which is the middle piece, and basically, am I gonna get there yet? Oh, I had to spray some water, okay. Because I'm dry and I just want to make sure it didn't get knotted, but you take it and you basically wrap it over your thumb or your hand that's holding the hair. And then you take a comb and part off a section of that hair and bring it over. Yeah, I'm horrible at this, I'm sorry, okay. Anyways, I'm gonna keep attempting to explain. But you basically do the same thing on the opposite side, okay? You take a section of hair, make sure you're detangling along the way, and you add it to the section that's going to be crossing over. As you can see, bring it over, smooth it out, and then I'll pinch it. Bam, other side. Grab some hair. I was trying to do it without a comb to see if I can pick it up. Add it to that section, knots, and then that section is now going to be your new middle piece. It's going to be the middle piece, the middle piece, and you just repeat the thing all the way to the end of the hair. Okay. Like I said, for me, the most difficult parts were tangling and then maintaining my grip on the hair so it doesn't loosen up. Those two were the most difficult for me, but I think the second time around, what you're gonna see next, I kind of, work with it better. Also, they don't have to be extremely tight. I think I'm just used to braiding tight, so that's kind of probably why I dealt with the looser grip and then tangling, because I'm trying to hold it so tight. But it doesn't have to be held tight. Just keep going, bring it to the next section of hair. There I go with the tingling again. Go over that middle section and then switch it and flip again. So like your thumb and the index finger are going to be very important because they basically hold the parts while you're picking up hair. So making sure you don't move that finger, those fingers, is very important. But you don't doesn't have to be so tight. Okay. I think I kind of also messed up with the sectioning, as you can see. When I would pick it up on my left side, so my left, you can see the hair is going in a direction. How do I explain this? Okay, right here. Okay, so I'm gonna get out of it. Look at how deep that section is. Like, it's a little too far away and angled a little too high. You know what I mean? But yeah, it came out looking decent regardless. So we're here for the ASMR, okay? Going down. I was trying to get a better view for you guys. There we go. Brushing it here, brushing. And I think next time I might use some mousse. I think mousse would help it rather than gel, because I'm so used to using gel on thicker, coarser hair. I don't know if that would be the best for this type of hair. I think something more like a lighter foam product like mousse, or maybe even a conditioner would be better for this type of hair. There's like a little piece sticking out, unfortunately. But it's okay. Practicing. Keep going down. So as I'm getting to the nape of the neck, the amount of hair that I have left to grab, as you can see, just ended. And so you basically like overhand braid the remaining part of the hair. So just a regular braid overhand. As you can see, overhand, like that. I find that to be the most easiest part. So far, usually when I get from like the front to the middle of the head, it's the most difficult part. But once I get to the back and then the rest of the braid, it is very easy. That was the easiest part. And then I just, once it got thin enough in my fingers, I did the overhand quick method there. And yeah, that's basically half the head, and I'm gonna show you the other half, and let's difficult, but it takes a lot of practice. I would say this is